Hey all, welcome to Share Trek. This is Raj here. Friends, I was feeling down this morning as I was recording the morning show. The technicals and macro were all looking bleak, and I could not believe that the pre-market green price action that I was seeing was anything but a dead cat bounce. I don't know if I'm going to be right or wrong. We'll see as the day unfolds. But right now it is still looking a bit red, and it could go either way. We are firmly in bear channel as far as the QQQ is concerned, and that's my reference point. So that was the source of my pessimism. Therefore, I decided that we should cheer up. We can only go through all these difficult times if we have a positive disposition. Therefore, I decided to make this video to remind us all of how far we have come and the great things that lie ahead. So let's get started. Welcome back, friends. Since the start of the efforts to come up with gene therapies, we have had many innovations, with CRISPR-Cas9 being a major discovery. We have just now started to see the beginning of returns from all the efforts that have been put into this space for over a decade. There are right now 3 gene therapies that have been approved by FDA and are in the market or in the process of being monetized. The first gene therapy was approved in 2017. It was Luxturna for inherited retinal disease caused by mutations in both copies of the RPE65 gene. The caveat for this therapy, however, is that there should be enough retinal cells remaining in the retina of the patient for the therapy to work. This therapy achieved sales of $326 million for 2021. So that's a good achievement in terms of monetization. And of course, the more important aspect of it is that there are a lot of people who were cured through this therapy. May 2019 saw the approval of Zolgensma to treat children less than 2 years of age with spinal muscular atrophy, that is SMA. The sales for Zolgensma touched 1.35 billion in 2021. Novartis is now working on getting approval for use in older patients. So this can show you how how much of revenue these kind of therapies can generate. And finally, last month we had Zynteglo from Bluebird that was approved by FDA and is now in the process of being monetized. And looking forward, immediately I can say that there are quite a few exciting prospects. The very first one of them would be that I would expect Elicel to get an FDA approval in a couple of days. 16th of September is the deadline for a verdict, and I think we are on the 14th already, so there's just a couple of days to go. In May, Verve Therapeutics dosed its first human patient with Verve 101 for cardiovascular disease in New Zealand. Data should be forthcoming, and this should inch the therapy closer towards approval. CRISPR Therapeutics has got Exacel, or previously it was called CTX001, in advanced clinical trials with 2 separate phase 3 trials, one for TDT and one for SCD. And that should yield us some results potentially early next year in terms of an approval. The regulatory submissions for both of these therapies are expected by the end of this year. So that's another another couple of therapies progressing towards the finish line. Then we have CTX110 and CTX130. Both are fully owned allogeneic CAR-T therapies from CRISPR Therapeutics. CTX110 has received the Regenerative Medicine Advanced Therapy RMAT designation from FDA, and it's in the process of enrolling and dosing, and we should get data by the end of this year. CTX130 is targeting CD70 and is in a similar state of progress with data expected towards the end of this year. So those 2 therapies are again something to be very optimistic about, and with some results due maybe early next year. And Beam Therapeutics is also in the race, running neck to neck with their Beam 101 for sickle cell disease. Intellia has NTLA 2001 in clinical trials. A small study of 6 patients with TTR who received NTLA 2001 showed decreased TTR serum levels and only mild adverse effects. This is very, very promising, and there is a potential for approval down the line. Imatix is next in line. Imatix treated the first patient in its phase 1b expansion cohort C of IMA 203CD8 for hard-to-treat solid tumors. Also in May, Imatix began phase 1 trial for its IMA 401 for advanced solid tumors. This is their TCER bispecific therapy, about which I'm really very bullish, and I had explained that in my previous video on Imatix just a couple of days ago. So I'm anxiously looking forward to the results from IMA 401, and I hope it works out for IMATIX, and that's another positive that we can look at. Friends, I thought that I would just round up a few of the positive news stories that we have in this CRISPR field, so that all of us can take some comfort and get some motivation in this bleak day with terrible market action. Not any good news around anywhere, either in the geopolitical sphere or in the economical sphere or in our genomic sector. So these are the things that we have to take inspirations from and hold on and persevere and consider the current market downturn to be more of a dollar cost averaging opportunity where possible without extending our risk. Well, friends, that was my attempt to round up all the positives that are likely to come up in the very near future for us in the 6 months to 1 year time range. And I hope this has given you some motivation. It does for me. This is my way of overcoming all the blues that the market throws on me. Whenever I get down, I just start looking at all the accomplishments and things that are likely to come up ahead. And this works for me every time. And I'm already feeling better after looking at all these achievements by various genomics companies. And I'm looking forward to the next 6 months to 1 year time frame with a great deal of optimism. And I'm sure that the market, when it goes down, is always going to bounce back up again. It has been the history of the stock market, so I'm not too much worried about those. And also because our risk management is key to peace of mind when we are dealing with the markets. If you have a properly balanced portfolio with adequate risk management, you should just be able to tide over this downturn, and when the market starts picking up, you'll see the rewards back in your portfolio. With that, my friends, I would like to end this session. If you like this video, please do not hesitate to put a like out there. It means a lot to me, and also it helps promote the channel. And if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe and help me grow this channel for everything related to genomics as well as the stock market. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.